New at 5 o'clock, the past 14 years, Pelotonia has been raising critical funds to fight cancer, a disease that impacts all of us.
That includes our very own meteorologist, Bob Nunnally, who was diagnosed himself back in January. And with that, our Matthew Herchick is going to be biking for Bob this coming August, and we'll be sharing powerful stories about the ride's impact along the way, all to help raise awareness in Bob's honor.
Which is great. This evening, he shares how the sudden loss of a father and husband has inspired a community to ride in his memory.
Last year, I started riding in place of Shin and in his memory.
Bree Isaka and her husband Shin had been together since she was 19 years old. She never knew a life without him until recently.
He would have been there and he would have been riding last year if he was still here. So I basically got on the bike for him.
Bree and Shin moved to Columbus in 2011. When they arrived, Shin joined the very first Pelotonia ride that he could.
When he found out that it was biking and it was raising direct funds to cancer research, he was like, I'm in.
Shin, whose uncle died from lung cancer, rode in Pelotonia every year until he was killed by a drunk driver while riding with his friends 2 years ago.
I think it's really important to me and it's really important to my kids that we continue to do something that honors sort of the positive aspects of his life.
And it was the positive way in which he lived that touched an entire community.
He was everyone's best friend. You know, you could always count on him for a smile and some encouragement.
Was there anywhere that Shin particularly liked riding?
I went on a training ride with Bree and Heidi Cart to learn more about Shin and the legacy he left in our neighborhood. Heidi's oldest child went to school with Shin's. She too rides for that light in her life, gone far too soon.
Even my first ride, we did a 10-mile ride and I came up Fifth Avenue, which is a pretty steep incline, and I cried the whole way up because I didn't stop and I just kept thinking how proud Shin would be.
This August I'll ride with Team Grandview, which Heidi now captains. Together, this year the team will eclipse more than $1 million in funds raised over the years. Not just for Shin, but all those in our community impacted by cancer.
We don't ride very fast or very far all the time, but it's been a great way to connect with people.
Last year, doing my first 100 miles, I'm not going to lie, I thought about him a lot, and I think he was yelling at me not to stop, so I didn't.
I recently participated in the 2022 Ride of Silence with Bree, Heidi, and others. A ride to not only honor the 73 cyclists killed between 2019 and 2021, but to also encourage safe riding for those in the cycling community. Now, I will be continuing to tell stories over the next 8 weeks. Everyone rides for someone, and this year, for the first time, I'll be riding for Bob, our dear friend who continues his battle with cancer today. Bob is certainly in our hearts and on our minds. You can head to my Facebook or Twitter pages to follow my journey and to find out how you can help too.